I'm on one, stay on my job, live it up, I'm like no problem. Touchdown on Mars, just a pit stop, the clock keeps going tick-tock, I'm about to make shit pop. Focus with my dreams fully mapped out, ownership's a goal, no handouts. Find me in some fresh denim with my pedal to the metal. Takes more than an elevator to get on my level. Nights like tonight, watch the stars shine bright. LAX to Chennai on a first class flight. I let my seat recline, she wants a glass of wine. Come from nickels and dimes, now we don't wait in line. Not a moment to miss, I'm on the move with this. Time's moving so fast, I can barely keep track. Eyes bloodshot, gripping on a scotch glass. I can hear the jokers calling, see who has the last laugh. From nickels and dimes.
Hello, folks. Thanks for joining the show. It is 9:01, Thursday, December 10th, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. You are live listening to the Chelladurai Inc. show. I'm your host, Aaron Trilling. Alongside me will be Jordan Pravin Phillip momentarily. Folks, we've got a wonderful show lined up for you this evening. Do tune in to the full 30 minutes. Like I said, it is Thursday, 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Mountain Time, 11 p.m. Central Time, and if you're back east with us, it is just 12:01, so good morning to you folks. Well, like we always do every week, we start out with what is it, week 14 now of the NFL season? It was the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Arizona Cardinals at home in Arizona. Arizona wins by a score of 23-20. Arizona has a record of now 11-2, and Minnesota will drop to 8-5. Teddy Bridgewater, 25 for 36, 335 yards with one touchdown. Running back Adrian Peterson, 23 carries on only 69 yards with one touchdown. On the flip side, Carson Palmer, 25 for 35, 310 yards, two touchdowns. And their running back Johnson, 19 carries, 92 yards. Floyd got a touchdown. Brown got a touchdown. It was a fairly decent game considering the NFL has just terrible lineups for Thursday Night Football. In other news, going to the NBA, National Basketball Association, the Brooklyn Nets took on the Philadelphia 76ers, and they won at home in Brooklyn by a score of 100-91. Chicago wins at home, taking on the Los Angeles Clippers at a score of 83-80. Oklahoma City Thunder had a decisive win over who that is. I don't even know who they played, to be honest with you folks. It looks like the Atlanta Hawks. That's a really interesting insignia. It looks like they changed it. At a score of 107-94, again in favor of the Thunder. And if you want to join in TNT Live, we are just underway in the third quarter with the Sacramento Kings at home hosting the New York Knicks 50-42. In other news, I could talk about golf and hockey and all that other noise, but really I don't really know who really gives a hoot about that. At this time, I would like to bring in my co-host and co-anchor, Jordan Pravin Phillip. Jordan, say hello. You are live.
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Oh, it's going great. It's going great. I just give a little sports update right now. If you want, actually, big news for Jordan and I both today. We had a very breakthrough day, so to speak, with the progressive regressions. Jordan, if you want to update our audience on the progressive regression, if you will, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah, so good news. Long road. It's been a little over 5 months since the groundbreaking of regressions, the start of the mixtape. It all started back in, I think we're looking at April of 2015 with this project. A lot of countless hours and blood, sweat, and tears have gone into this project. And big moment today. Happy to say that myself and Aaron have received the master tracks back. Everything sounds amazing. Just to, I'll let the audience be the best judge of it, but definitely very happy with the way everything came out. Master tracks are being sent up to the CD donation. And 100 copies will be sent out. And be on the lookout for that. Those 100 will just be special editions. Got about 100 of them, along with T-shirts. And as everyone knows, the project proceeds 20% will be going out to the Harinathpur school in Bengal, India. That's big news, and happy to have that happening.
Big news. And as well, folks, of equally big news, we just posted a post on our Facebook page, Chelladurai Inc. We do have a third music video that just came out entitled Waiting for You with myself, artist named David Capewood, and the ever so talented, lovely, beautiful Phil Marchand, who goes by Miss Marchand. It's a duet between myself and her about a rocky relationship, and do check it out, folks. Do check it out. It is on our Chelladurai Inc. Facebook page, and it has received some fairly good credit and a very wide audience. I don't know, Pravin, if Josh Jones will be blessing us with his presence. And it looks like I might have just lost him right now. He will be dialing back up in, folks. Just a little technical difficulty. But we do have a wonderful show to you guys today. We will have a prank with our lovely Jay Jones, and who is from Suit and Tie Entertainment. Again, that's Suit and Tie Entertainment. He always has a segment on our show every week. You can find Suit and Tie Entertainment on YouTube. He does have a YouTube page. And as well as far as our entrepreneurial spotlight goes, we have a very lovely guest, good friend, longtime friend, Yianni Vartelas, who will be guest speaking today and talking about his restaurant industry, his rags to riches, so to speak. He has a Greek-themed restaurant chain entitled Santorini Greek Island Grill, and he will touch more on that later. I did lose Jordan for the time being right now. I do not know what has happened, but hopefully he'll be calling back in just shortly. But again, folks, we did have a breakthrough day. We have just finalized the Progressive Progressions mixtape, and we have now, looks like Jordan is just joining us again. We have now just finalized it. It's being done, packaged, and put in nice little CD jackets and jewel cases and whatnot. And again, folks, you're getting the Progressive Progressions mixtape with myself and Pravin on it, along with a couple more features, but it will feature mostly myself and Pravin. You will get a Chelladurai t-shirt. We have small, medium, large, and extra larges, pink, black, pink, black, navy. You know what? I don't even know. We have like 6 different colors, 6 different fonts, huge variety. You get a couple of business cards and actually a little postcard that advertises our Chelladurai Inc. show as well. It'll be nice and neat in a cute little package, all for you for $20. And again, like Pravin said, 20% of our proceeds will go to that Harinathpur primary school in India. West Bengal is the state in India. And a primary school is basically what they call elementary schools out there. So, again, 20% of our proceeds will be going to that school to help fund them. Jordan, are you back? I saw we had technical difficulties. Are you back on?
Yeah, I'm back. Yep, I'm back.
Okay, wonderful. No problem. You're a lot more clearer now. That sounds good, whatever you did. Is Mr. Jones going to be blessing us with his presence this evening at all? Are we going to have a pre-recorded prank for the prank of the week?
Yeah, definitely. I have that all queued up and ready to go, actually.
Perfect. Folks, again, this is Jay Jones, and it sounds like Jordan has already started. Again, this is Suit and Tie Entertainment. Check him out on YouTube. He does have some animated movie clips to go along with his funny character. Again, this is Jay Jones with Suit and Tie. Jordan, go ahead.
Okay, you guys get little money. What is this? Northern. don't have my phone. I don't have my phone. And I want to celebrate his birthday party tonight. Yeah, we have like 10 people with us now. And, we want to, okay, so who do I speak to when I come in here?
You don't speak to anyone. You just come in and sit down and we help you.
Okay, I want the server to address my family because it's his birthday. I want the server to address him and tell him happy 67th birthday.
Okay.
Okay, so who is it? You do it?
Sure, only that.
Restaurant,
you know what I mean?
Oh, okay, like they do it at Chili's, you know?
We don't do that here.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay, well, I don't know anybody else tell him, say more when he says, I don't know anybody to put him on the notepad.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Yes, I want to friend's birthday at the bar.
Yeah.
The girl said that I can't do it.
What do you mean you can do it?
She said I do it or no? You know, instead of break, we're going to smoke. About 10 people, we smoke and we drink a little bit and we go to bed. I want anybody to say anything about my friend. It's 57 birthday for the mole. Okay, I don't want anybody to call him stupid, you know, because we celebrated last year and they said he's stupid. They was like, you stupid motherfucker. It was the Chuck E. Cheese. So we're going to... They was like, you stupid and a motherfucker. And then we had the whole fight. We're coming in now. You rose deep.
So that was the 50th day right there.
Hopefully everybody was able to hear that. The audio quality wasn't the best on that one. But, I heard it, but I got a fairly good phone. But, again, folks, that's Josh Jones, very good friend, longtime friend, has a suit and tie entertainment prank call type of service that he delivers. Always, for the most part, pretty PG-13. So he's funny, and it's laughable, and we like him. So, again, that's Suit and Tie Entertainment. Do check him out on YouTube. Time is 9:13. At this point, we can introduce our heart of the show. Again, we always use this segment every week, folks, entitled the Entrepreneurial Spotlight. As I said before, longtime friend of both myself and Jordan's, entrepreneur Yianni Vartelas, has been in the restaurant industry for quite some time, and I do invite him to now shed light on his rags to riches story. Good evening, Giannis. Thank you for joining the show.
What's up, fellas? How you doing? Thanks for having me.
We are great.
Welcome.
Thanks for coming on.
Hey, can you guys hear me good? We
hear you great. We hear you great. Giannis, so I'll kind of let you just dive right in. From birth to current status of where you're at. Kind of just let us know, tell our audience a little bit about your entrepreneurship and how it's been, and just kind of the timeline, roughly, in so long. Just kind of tell us your life story as far as how Santorini came to be.
Of course. Well, I was born in '87, so
good year.
My whole family's from Greece, so we originated from there. I was actually born in San Diego, but the rest of my family was born in Greece. and we moved to California. After I was born here, we moved actually back to Greece for about 6 years. My brother was born over there in Greece as well. Then we came back to California, and we went straight to. We stayed here with my grandparents, and we moved to Vegas, Las Vegas, which I kind of grew up there from about 6 to about 10 or 11, I believe, and I moved back to California, San Diego. And unfortunately, the way this whole thing started with the restaurant was kind of a bad situation, but it became good for us. My grandfather got in a really bad accident and was hit by a forklift, and the car was terrible. I saw pictures of it. I was young, but he almost lost his life, and he ended up getting some settlement money from that. And we moved on from there. You guys still with me?
Oh, yeah, we're here, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. So, about, when I was 11, we took some of the money. My grandparents didn't really speak too much English, and they came with us. They actually followed us back to San Diego, where we opened up Santorini's Greek Island Grill in Scripps Ranch. And my grandparents, bought us a house here. It was roughly, I want to say about 98, I want to say. Maybe 99. Maybe before, I'm not sure. 98. And we started from there. Thankfully, up until recent, maybe about 5, 6, 7 years ago, we started getting into the college campus, and we just, hard work. Definitely a blessing.
Right.
Sure. And
so
it sounds like.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Jordan. Go ahead.
I was going to say, so down in San Diego, which campus can our people find you at?
Which what?
College campus.
Oh, college. So University of California, San Diego, UCSD. We recently opened one in Santa Barbara, UCSB.
Nice.
And after these two schools, to be honest, there's actually a third in Western Michigan, which is far. I mean, it's doing okay. It's definitely could be more babied, and if it was, it would be making a lot more money. But since we're not there, it's doing all right. The ones over here are doing great, especially the ones at UCSD. There's tons of kids on campus, and it was truly a blessing, to be honest, because we're a pretty small business, and with, it's a family business. I mean, I can't take all the credit for, especially, my dad puts in a lot of work. We all put in work, and, he put a proposal into the school with the help of actually Aaron's dad, Lloyd Trilling. Thank you for that. You already know. And, it just kind of grew from there. But to be honest, man, I didn't think we were going to be. I think we're number one at the school in gross sales. Number one or number two.
Wow.
I'm not
Congratulations,
sure.
Definitely.
Thanks, Jordan.
And Jan, real quick, what made you guys really? Because really, your competitive advantage against all other restaurants, really, your niche, your X factor, really, is to implement these restaurants onto university campuses. When did that kind of come into play? Like, how did you guys figure out that was a target market? How did you guys really come to take advantage of something like that? Because I wouldn't have thought of that. I mean, to put a restaurant on a university, that's like, I wouldn't have thought that. I don't think any Joe Schmo down the street would think about that. So I think it's a wonderful idea. Was there any thought process between you and your family as to how to really go about, setting up these restaurants on university campuses?
Yeah, that's a good question, Aaron. And honestly, the first one I remember we were sitting, and my dad told me the story, but it had to do a little bit with your pops, and it was just, we didn't really know too much. My dad, getting involved, and like it just happened to be at the right place at the right time. There was by the way, you guys have to, when you're in this business and going towards after schools, you have to place bids, and a lot of the times there's more than 100 people that do it, and it's pretty big, you know, and you compete with a lot of other companies. And when we went there, I think I was about 19 or 20, I want to say. We went, you know, I was overwhelmed when I went there. That's why I started learning a lot more. But after the first one, which was UCSD, it's just, I thought about it, and I just told my dad, I'm like, look, you know, we're going to use the same proposal. You find them, I open them. You know, kind of that concept. And it's definitely hard, especially when they're kind of far. But UCSD, 4 hours away, I take a trip up there, you know, once, twice a month between me and my brother, and we're looking for now San Luis Obispo, which is an hour and a half up north, further. So, you know, you can maybe take care of two schools with one trip up there every now and then, but it's definitely tough. You like I said, the bidding is important because how they take. They don't just have a set price. You go in there with your proposal, they pick like I think 8, and then they go down to 4, and then they pick one person. And we went through that process with every single school. And with Santa Barbara and Western Michigan, the reason why 50% of the reason why we got those schools was because of UCSD. And they silently came. The director of Santa Barbara came to UCSD one during a quarter and didn't tell anybody. She told us this afterwards. She went through the line. She paid for her food. It was her and a colleague. After we had the meeting with her, after placing our bid, she told us that that's what she did, and she loved our place. So,
oh, wow.
I guess the foundation, you know, that's what works.
Right.
And
that's interesting, yeah. So, if I can ask you, you know, in our industry, restaurant industry is tough to survive in. That's one, to not only survive in it, but for you guys to actually grow and kind of flourish in such a difficult industry where I think it's at least 50% fail in the first year of operation. What would you say, you know, to any aspiring restaurateurs, what would that, you know, key ingredient be to, you know, survive and thrive in this industry?
Yeah, you know, it's different for everybody, you know, but at the same time, it's going to take work. I mean, I can't say that, you know, I've been working a long time. I mean, I think you guys both know we've known each other for a long time. And maybe since I was 14, I started working at Scripps, you know, and you start learning the business. But obviously, if it wasn't for my parents, and some people are not, you know, they don't start off like that. But again, you know, if you go back and look at the whole story with us being in Las Vegas, and I'm telling you, it was a blessing. And you know, I would tell people you need help. Honestly, you can't be afraid to ask because you're not going to do everything on your own. Definitely. It's very rough. And once you're established, things tend to go good. And, you know, that's exactly what I'm doing now. I'm expanding the business. We're creating new menus. I'm doing a little remodel at UCSD, and we added some breakfast, and it's doing great. It's doing great. The sales are going up year by year. And you know, I would just tell people to start off with a good foundation. You got to have, you know, go through your 1, 2, 3 as a business person. If you're trying to open up a restaurant, then you kind of know what you're talking about. Obviously, you need an investor. You need to know, you know, have some kind of knowledge on, you know, what type of food you're doing, how to prepare, you know, all that type of stuff. What type of restaurant, what's your target market. And going back on what Aaron was saying about the college campuses, it's almost inevitable that you will get some sort of business if you're on campus. You just got to know what to do with it. You got to tend to the kids, and that's what we were able to kind of do good. But at the same time, restaurants, you know the economy now. I mean, a lot of places have failed, regardless of how good the place is. So I'm only targeting college campuses because I know that's where it's at.
Yeah, and that's Yeah,
That's a strong strategy, definitely.
And it's great because I mean a lot of people don't think of this, and we're kind of climbing out of it. But back in 2007, 2008, when the recession was hitting really hard, I mean everybody was getting it, not just the housing market. I mean businesses, restaurants, all the whole gross domestic product, the whole GDP took a falling. And what I think is great about Santorini is the fact that you guys putting these restaurants on university campuses. Ultimately, it was recession-proof because kids got to eat. And University of California, San Diego, and La Jolla, California, UCSD, they got to have an attendance of nearly 30,000 people. And
plus
almost,
about 15 for the people that work there, staff, 15,000 staff.
Wow.
That's incredible. So that's wonderful. Time is now 9:26. Folks, that was special guest Yianni Vartelas. Do check him out. His main restaurant is on the UCSD campus. That is a college campus, so if you're not going to school there, you're kind of out of luck because parking's terrible over there. But there is one in Scripps Ranch. The first one is the first one, the mothership, the prototype is in Scripps Ranch. For our local San Diego listeners, it's right off of Scripps Poway and Mercy Parkway in the Sammy's Woodfire, Vaughn's, Rite Aid shopping center. It's in the back right corner by, I believe, a North Island credit union. Is that credit union still there, Jan?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so do check it out. It's a little hole in the wall, but you know what? Those hole-in-the-wall mom-and-pop shops, those are the ones with the most flavor. And we will, for our listeners out there, we will blast a little Santorini Greek Island Grill advertisement on our Facebook page. Giannis, thank you so much for joining us today. Feel free to stay on the phone. We do have about
thanks.
Of course.
I appreciate it, man. I wanted to, definitely any time, and we should discuss more topics next time. Like I was telling you,
Absolutely.
We didn't really have time.
Yeah, I know we wanted to touch on a couple more things. Unfortunately, we are on a little bit of a time crunch, but anytime you're always a welcome guest to come back on. I've got about 2 minutes left. I want to just turn it over to Jordan for really the benediction at this point. Folks, Jordan Pravin Phillip is a huge reader. He's reading constantly 4 books a week, comes across some very interesting literature, and always has some business-minded, successful tips for really myself and the audience. Jordan, is there anything that you had on this week's show that you wanted to share with our audience?
Sure,
please do.
Yeah. And once again, thank you, Yianni, for sharing your experience with us. That was some insight into industry which
thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Yeah, everyone holds dear to restaurant industry, and definitely one thing that's a long time dream of mine to also so that's super important. Real quick, this week, with our audience is growing over the weeks and the support is continuing to grow. Thank everyone for tuning in, following, and supporting. And just to kind of break it down, the name Chelladurai, to kind of give everyone further insight into the name, it's a Tamil word, Chella, meaning gentle, meaning leader. So everybody out there, Chelladurai relates directly back to whether you're a chief executive or if you're a mom. You're a leader also. It's a revolutionary time right now where the past is being left behind and we need to move away from those forces trying to hold us back. Anything trying to hold us down. Everyone is a leader to really step up, raise up, follow goals, follow your dreams, and, bring out the Chelladurai, the gentle leader. We're the leaders of the universe, so don't ever forget that. And, we'll 2016 will be a good year.
Yes, it will. With that, we got to sign off, folks. I am Aaron Trilling, again with Jordan Pravin Phillip, special guest Yianni Vartelas. Do come in next week, same time, Knuckleheads, Thursday, 9 p.m. Keep that head high and that middle finger higher, and we will see you guys next week.